What's up, it's Pete here. We're back out in the woods. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Scott scale that I got set up here. This is a large Scott scale 940. I've done a bunch of upgrades on it to make it a little better for me because I'm not a cross-country racer, but this is an awesome chassis to go ahead and get things set up on. So I've gone ahead and upgraded the brakes. We've gone to Magura Estop 4s. Took the brakes right off my trail bike there and went ahead and put the dropper seat post in there. We've got the Wolftooth Dropper lever. So with that Wolftooth in there, you've got the bearing, really supports the load and doesn't just tip over or feel flimsy at all. All the other push down levers I've ever tried feel like turds. But this thing feels great. Then I went ahead and set this fork up at 120 millimeters of travel. I was feeling just a little too beat up at 100 millimeters of travel. With these Rockshox Judys, they do have all travel spacers inside. And if you have a TK model, you can just take out the air sleeve, remove the 20 millimeter all travel spacer, stick that back in there. You're gonna need to put a little bit of fluid into the damper chamber to offset the extended growth on that and make sure that your lockout and damping rebound is still working properly. I went ahead and did that. Now my bike is running prime, or at least we're gonna pretend it is because we haven't been out in the woods yet, and we're gonna see if it is running prime. And we changed out the stock tires on here. They were Rapid Robs in like a 2.1 or a 2.2. Those didn't give me much grip or confidence, and I had a set of Recon Races laying around, set these up tubeless, run very low pressures, and these Recon Race have an amazing amount of grip for the little tread that they have on them. I'm really stoked on that. I just can't believe how well they actually grip the trail. And now we're gonna go out and shred this thing up. Other than that, it's stock with the 12-speed drivetrain from SRAM on there, and that does the job right now. We're at like 27 pounds, maybe 27 and a half with the dropper. It was 26 pounds and some ounces without the dropper, but that's whatever. So let's get out in the woods and have some fun. Little bend. Then it starts to go downhill a little bit here. A little flowier, faster. Front end's feeling a little washy. Might need a couple PSI on that front tire. But it's also riding 29ers. They turn super slow. And now I've raised the front end 20 more millimeters. So I may need to invert the stem again to get it back down. Feel a little more planted. Could definitely use a couple more PSI on the tires. But Turn, turn, turn. Come on, yeah, there we go. There we go. That was a good run. Good run. Whew. It's definitely a good run. So that was Rob's knob on the Scott scale with the upgrades. Do think I am going to flip the stem and see how that feels. It's definitely feeling a little more perched up now that I'm at 120 travel, but should be able to compensate for that by changing my handlebar positioning. All right, I gotta say this bike is awesome. It was riding well before, but now that I've increased that travel, it is really making things feel good on here. I can take a lot of the bumps a lot easier. It's not as much stress on my upper body, and really do enjoy this thing. I think I am gonna put a shorter stem on here, take the stem off of my Merino until I get a new one, and then that'll make this feel a lot better in the cockpit. It is a size large. I generally ride medium frames bikes, but if I bring that stem back just a little bit, it should dial in that cockpit for me. I have super long legs for a guy who's 5'9" and a half. I have like a 32.5 inch inseam, so my legs fit on a guy who's like this tall, but I can ride a bike medium or large. I'm just way more comfortable on mediums, which we'll be checking out something really soon in one of these next videos coming up. And if you're into enduro bikes and Scott bikes, be sure to come back and check out the next video I'm going to be doing a bike review on. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, eat a donut, and stay rad.